The video began and I'm upside down, a little cuckoo and crazy. You don't understand me and I'm wasting my time, but you're wasting your time all the same trying to figure out if I'm ever going to come up with anything. Well, the question is, do you believe in me or you don't? The question also comes to say is, what is there to believe? Which I shouldn't believe. Maybe it's just like a soap opera and I see you and I listen to you, but you make no sense. You're going absolutely nowhere at the end of everything. You've known nothing. I've learned nothing from you, but I had a good time. What do we do in life? We work? What do we do? Seriously. You have sex, you turn over, you lie down, you go, oh, don't bother me now. You know what I'm saying? Half your life you want to be alone, the other half you're sleeping. Otherwise than that, you're never happy. Who am I? What do I do? I play with numbers. Halloween, create the orange pumpkin. Orange is created. Orange is caution. As yellow is caution, and orange is construction zone. So in the red, move into the yellow, which is the sand, the yellow sand, the red blood, man's hands. They mix together, yellow and red. The numerological numbers for yellow and red is upside down. 119. 92 yellow, red 27. 92 yellow, 9 and 2 equals 11. 7 and 2 red, 9, 11 equals 911. Orange comes from the yellow and red. They spell Roy, R-O-Y. 18 and 25 is 43, and 15 is 58. 58 is the gematria for 229s. Yellow on yellow, the 1 and the 9 ball. Why? Because that ball has to be doubled all the time. They're both under 10. They only total to 10. The 10 God in the 10th month of number 13, the 31st day, equals 41. 13, 31st day, Halloween of the 10th month. 31. 3 times 1 and 3 plus 1 makes ACDC. It totals 7. 3 plus 1 is 4, D. 1 and 3 is M. 1 is A. C is 3. You got MACDs. The 31st day, 31 in the 10th month. All 10s are corners in Monopoly. All 5s are on the train track. Otherwise, in life, you're trapped between 2, 3, and 4. You cannot play actually 5 from go because that is right on the train track. And one of the tracks you're going in, one of the tracks you're coming out, and the other one you're collecting at the stations. Don't forget Central Station, CNS. C is the 3rd letter, S is the 19th, 1 and 9 is 1, equaling to again 31. Halloween, the 304th day of the year, April 30th, Taurus. Have we come into the month of spring as we fell into fall? Halloween. Low life, hallow life, shallow life. Halloween. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, Earth and Mars. Total is 7, Uranus. It's got to go in your mouth and out your ass in order for the flow to go. You eat, you need to eat, it's got to go in somewhere, it's got to come out. 3 times 4 is 12, alpha, beta. 12 and 7 equals to 19, which is man 10 again, 1 and 9 in the yellow ball. Yellow is 92, which only happens once every 4 years in February, in which at the same time, April Fool's Day is no longer the 91st day, it becomes the 92nd day. 13 times 7 equals 91, 13 cards in a suit, times the 7 average of the days, times 3 is the pregnancy, be 39 weeks of 7 days. 3 suits, hearts, clubs, and spade. The 4th suit of 13 cards instead of 39 plus 13 is 52, 52 weeks, 52 cards in a deck. 39 of 3 suits and 13 to each suit of 7, 7, and 7 and 7 average is just 28. The time of the moon cycles. What world do you think we're in? Halloween? 304th day of the year plus the 10th month is 314. Again, AC/DC. The vibration of this month is howling at the moon because it comes out to the moon's number. 7 by 8 is 56. White 7. The vibration of man, it's between your bones. You ever see how much dust comes out after they cinder you, after you've passed on? Because it's the space between that makes the shadows. It's the space between that gives the distance, that gives the vibration. It's the space between that creates size. It's the emptiness and the bubble. That there's absolutely nothing there, but because of it, you are much larger than you actually are. Add the muscle, and you can hold the strength. Halloween, 10th month, 31st day, add 41, equals to 345. 3 times 45 is 135. 1, 3, and 5. A, C, and E. You got the heart, you have the ace. 345, 135. If you now double the ace, one on this side, one on that side, you connect and you make one life in the center from 2 different worlds. 135 and creation of 3 is 270 plus 3, 273. 3 suits, 39 cards. Adding up ace all the way to king, 1 to 13 equals 91 for each set of 13 times 3 is 273 days. September 30th, 1 month before September 30th, the pregnancy, 39 weeks. Then the next 5 days are said by the Mayans to be unlucky, because before you get to birth, isn't there a number of days we need to get to the railroad station? What does that say? We can't exactly work on January 1st. Halloween, 345, 3, 4, and 5, C, D, and E. CD, you have a CD? You have a copy of that CD? Because when you get 3 and 4, it's automatically 3 and 4, Earth and Mars. It's automatically 7 and 3 is 10. 6 and 4 is 10 in the 10-10 world that we fit. 10 times 10 is 100. Times 10 is 1,000. M. Halloween. It means we have 30 days to pass our first moon into life. Is that what it says? What is the question now to understand? Halloween. It's more than just the orange pumpkin, which takes yellow and red, and in pull, the yellow and red is the 1 and the 3. AM. Ace to M. M is the 13th card. You have the suits again. You have 91 total, A to M. Halloween. The 2 colors of yellow and red create the orange pumpkin, and the orange is the construction zone where man is. Halloween. We now have orange, which is number 60. And when there's life, you get the 1 spirit, A and E, 1 and 5. I don't have it down here, but it's 1 and 5, it's A and E. You can't start from A, and you can't actually end up on E. You got to be B, C, D. The tracks are coming in and going out. So what is Halloween? Is it possible that the first month of creation that started on the 1st of September of no time that has ever happened before, which would say the eve of the Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, would start to fall on the 30th of August? It cannot be done. August does not exist until the 9 birth comes in. 9 must go first over anything else. That's why 9 stripes is under 10. September, January and September. if you really look at it and you start in January to September, if you take a look at what's actually in between, there's not even 9 months. There's only 7 months in between. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all. There's only 7 months in between. Maybe that's why the Mayans say the 1st to the 5th of October is unlucky. So if the New Year's of Hebrews started and the first moon took place on the maximum on the last day of the month, we would miss the first month of October. The first month of October would actually be the second month in the Hebrew calendar for the Mayans thought. But for the Halloween style, 345 makes the angle of 135. 135 angle is on the clock at 4:30 or the 135 degrees, which is either 4:30 or it is 16:30 on the clock. 135 degrees, 16:30. 16 and 30, which would be 46. 16 and 30, creation of the one spirit of man. If it was 4:30, okay, now when it comes to 4:30, it's actually not only 4:30, 4 and 3, Earth and Mars, but 30 becomes 50 because 30 is 30th seconds of 60 seconds, which is half. So you'd be playing D and E. Opus Day, opening day. Opening day pitch coming out. The spirit is having his birthday. When will he realize that he's actually not here? Or will we live the fantasy on Halloween? The 304th day of the year. 30 times 4 or 4 months of 30 days. April, June, November, September. September is the 9th month and 30 days. November is the 11th month and 30 days. 9/11, ring a bell. Halloween. 3, Earth, 0, and then 4. The 0 stands for A&E. Arts and entertainment, it's all the angels that we bring in the electronic world. Halloween. The 5 ball and the 13 ball, which create the letter R, M, and E that say mare, mother, or the ocean. REM says the REM sleep. 5, 13, and R18. The total is 36, creation of the angel resident, and the I-birth, 3 and 6. 3 and 6, if we have 3 and 6, we must have 4 and 1. And we have 4 and 1 because 4 and 3 is 7, and 6 and 1 is 7. 4334 is the presidents. It's hot and cold water. It's Barack Obama right now and J.F. Kennedy. Then number 1, spirit of 6, or number 91, which is the spirit. But 41, 36 would be short line rail. A, D, and the 14th letter is N. 1 and 4 is 5. ADN, DNA, the dean. 41, as you go around the Monopoly, and you get back to go again. 31 days in Halloween, and the 10th month is 41, you finally get to go all the way around the board and come back to the number you couldn't start with. Or you started on go and you came back to go and you were at 1, you were 1, 1, and there you were 1 no matter how you got the go. You started on go, it was 1 go. But it's not 1 go. I always just say go to the Mediterranean because with 2 dice, you cannot get the first position, which is the Mediterranean. If you add up the 2 of them, it says 10-4. The 10-4 is a 14 number, which means on the other end of the dice has to be a 7. So now we had the orange ball implicated in this because the red and the yellow. But why did we have the red and the yellow? Well, red and yellow is 3 and 1 in the 31st day. But the 10th month is Halloween. But the question is now, if it is, the 10th month is a blue ball. That's the 2 and the 10. That's JB. Maybe we should have in some JD, Jack Daniels. 2 and the 10 is blue. Now, if I ended up mixing one of those colors, I'm going to create another pool ball. So if the blue fell over the red, because the red is 31 with the yellow, Halloween, wouldn't we get a red and blue? We'd end up with a purple. Or yellow and blue. And then we end up with another pool ball, and then, well, what about orange Halloween? It says REM. It says like this is a life story. It's a dream. It's MER. It's mother. How can I explain it? Even 7286, there's only one way to get 72. You see, 0 is valued at 7 and 6. And the reason we count 0, 7, and 6 is because, listen to this. Imagine you go to 29, and the next one is 30. This side went up 1. This side dropped 10. They didn't go anywhere. Do you follow me? 29, 30. So 2 and 9 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 30 would be 3. I got one more. I dropped 1, but I went up 1 on the other side. I end up with 1 more instead of 1 less. 2 and an 8 would be 10, would be 1. 2 and a 9 will be 11, will be 2. But 30 is 3. Automatically. How the hell we go down 9 and end up going up 1? Can you understand that? Halloween. So we now have the orange pumpkin, number 60. It stands orange, okay, will stand for the 5 equals to 42. Orange, okay, which is also the 13 as 1 and 3. 1 equals to 34, and 3 equals to 56. So I'm going to do it individually and then bring it into the 7 world and see what I get. 10, 12 is 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 4 is 12. 33, the commanding of the DNA strand of the Christ. 6, 7, 2. 6 times 72. Imagine 72 degrees times 5 is 360 degrees around. Why? 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. 11. 56, 5 by 6 and 5 plus 6 will equal 41 again. Anyways, we were down to the numbers on how I got the orange ball. It says 3 and 3, the orange ball. Why is the orange ball 3 and 3? Because it's not its own color. It's 2 colors. So it's split it up 3 and 3, just like the 2 triangles of the mug and dove. Don't forget, you connect this world that we're living, and then you connect, let's say, the matrix, or the electronics, the stars, however our memory works. Now you have that, and you have this. Where's the in-between? How do you run the setup? Where's the storage center? You know what I'm saying? I have to take it from me, through the wiring, and get to the other end, and then store it. So that wiring is nothing but a connection. But you know what I'm saying? It's a way to get there. Otherwise, it didn't have a way to get there. So everything has to have its own. Oh yeah, he's got a memory, and it's up there. Well, how does it get there? Well, it just does. Halloween. 3, red, and 11 striped. 3. 3 equals 11. 11 equals 9. The total, 6 and 3, 9. 6 and 5, 11. 11, 9. Red and yellow, 27 and 92, 119. You want to know more about Halloween? This is all representation of Halloween. Don't forget the 1 and 9. 1 equals 7. 9 equals 6. Spirit of 76 is inside 1 and 9. Now, if I did this with number 6, The numerological value for number 6 is 52. So then we would get 86. Now 24, if you notice it, 3 and 4 is 10, 10. 86, 2 and 4 is 10, 10. They're perfect. Did you follow me? If I would put the number 6 here instead of 9, the numerological value for 6 is 10 more. So it'd be 86. 86 and this would be perfect to 10, 10. 76 to this is perfect to 10, 10. 1 and 9 equals to 10. We added up the numbers here. We had 119. The 11th letter is a K. We'll just drop it down and mark K9. Next thing we're going to talk about, make it very short and very simple. In order to bring everything back together and to end, like you start on Go and you finish on Boardwalk and the game's over. You've done every single place. You're not coming back to the starting again. You want to end one before. So what you do is either you multiply it by 4 and you come back to the start of the next day, it's morning, and you go back and it's morning again. Or you get just before it comes to that morning part. Just that, you don't drive into the dock, you come up to the dock and you board. So what happens is you have to multiply by 3, everything by 3. And in numbers, 1, 2, 3 equals 6. 3 times 1, 3 times 2, and 3 times 3 will equal 3, 6, 9 in order. 4, 5, and 6 equals 15. 1 and 5 is 6, letter O. First one was 6F, the second one was O6, F, O. And the third one is 7, 8, and 9 equals 24. 2 and 4 is 6, letter X, F, O, and X. 3 times any which one of them, they all add up to 24 times 3 is 72, which is 7, 8, and 9. 7 and 2 is 9. If you take 4, 5, and 6 is 15. 3 by 15 is 45. 5 and 4 is 9. If you take all the individual numbers, the only answers you will ever get by multiplying any number will always be 3, 6, and 9. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15, 1 and 5 is 6. 3 times 6 is 18, 1 and 8 is 9. Rows 7, 8, and 9 equaling to 24, 2 and 4 is 6. 3 times 7 is 21. It was the same thing when you had 3 times 4 is 12. They were the reverse of each other. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 8 is 24. 2 and 4 is 6. 3 times 9 is 27. 2 and 7 is 9. All we got is 3, 6, and 9. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 4, and 7. And then we're going to go 2, 5, and 8. And then we're going to go 3, 6, and 9. And here we get, this is the answer we get. Just multiply any of these by 3 and recalculate it. 3 by 5 is 15, 1 and 5 is 6. 3 by 9 is 27, 2 and 7 is 9. 3, 6, and 9. If you want to do it in a square, we can do it in a square. Now you have to look that there's missing numbers. 2 and 3 is missing, 5 and 6 is missing. I'm not going to do it now. 3 and 4 is missing, 6 and 7 is missing. 4 and 5 is missing, 7 and 8 is missing. There's always an equation for this. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The other thing I wanted to show you is Halloween, the 304th day of the year. 10th month, 31st day, 345. 3 times 45 is 135. 135 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 equals 12. 12 plus 135 equals 147. 147 on your telephone. 1 and 7 equals 4. AC and DC. Raphael 7286. On the constellation of Pegasus, 789 plus 987 equals 1776. 1 times 1776, 2 times 888. These are all going to equal 1776. The total here will equal 24, 14, and 9 is 21, 22, 23, 24. 8, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. They equal 3, 6, 7, 3, 8, 6, 3. The added value, 6, 14, 16, 20, 28. We're not counting this one, it's the 16th spirit. This is 28, this one will equal 39, and this one is 28. Do you want to know what they equal after that? It equals to 1, 3, 1 again. That's right, yellow and red, Halloween, the orange pumpkin, created by that. Green, 6, and green 14 is 20. Red, what do you do with red and green? You put yellow on the side and blue, and you redesign the picture. So the red says 14 and the green says 20. 2014 is next year. Halloween. Next we're going to connect. What are we going to connect next? Should we connect Nibiru? How do I do that? How do I do that? You see this is 26 minutes and I didn't practice for any of this, and I bet you I still missed something here. Okay? Halloween, I mean the colors. The green. The green is number 49. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I want to thank you for watching. Oh yes, do you want to know what this is? 28, 5, 9, and 14. 39 is the middle one, all added up together. That's S and T. S and T. The other side is 28. 28 is EIN, STEIN, says exactly what that is. And it all talks about 45, Roosevelt, Einstein, and during the period of time around there. But anyways, I shouldn't have mentioned that. I'm going to let this go. Halloween. 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 Yeah, before I let this go, I think that the first 5 days of October are unlucky. Okay, the Mayans say that. One of the reasons is it might be because they start the second month. And I think each time you start a new month, it might have something to do with the trains meeting up. And the first 5 days you haven't made it to Reading Railroad. And maybe those are the Caesareans. Anyways, thanks for listening and watching.